Water, so valuable a commodity, yet so taken for granted. In Britain, we use over 4 billion gallons of water a day. And the responsibility for keeping this water flowing lies with the 33 water companies spread throughout the country. One such company is Eastbourne Water. The Eastbourne Water Company serves an area of over 820 square kilometres in predominantly rural Sussex and provides drinking water for around 220,000 people who live and work in the area, as well as supplying water services for industry and commerce. The head office and administration centre is in Eastbourne town, where the most modern technology is combined with the personal touch to deal with the requirements of the company's 105,000 customers. All inquiries are passed to their relevant departments, ranging from customer service, who deal with charges, billing and general information, to the operations department, who handle the more practical and technical issues of supply. The planning and development section is involved in providing solutions to the increasing demand for water to supply domestic and commercial development and maintaining the existing underground pipe network. All departments operate a complaints procedure, closely monitored by senior managers, and the performance of the company as a whole is published annually. To meet the demands of its customers, the company has 13 major sources of supply and treatment works, which control the quality of water, in line with regulations issued by the Secretary of State and based on the EC directive. These regulations cover the chemical quality of the water and its acceptability, that is, taste, clarity, odour and colour, and samples are regularly taken to ensure that these standards are not only met, but wherever possible, improved upon. The type of treatment employed by the company depends on the quality of the source water and can involve a highly complex process of settlement, filtration and safe chemical conditioning, or relatively simple disinfection, all monitored by the most up-to-date technology. More than 10,000 samples are taken each year from customer taps, reservoirs and rivers, and these are analysed in the company's water quality laboratories, thereby ensuring that the finished product, the water you drink and use, is of the highest standard. The company supply their customers through 30 storage reservoirs and water towers, 22 booster stations and over 1,400 kilometres of pipes, all needed to satisfy a demand of between 60 and 70 million litres a day. Those customers, whether domestic or industrial, have one thing in common. They all expect good, clean water 24 hours a day, every day of the year. And Eastbourne Water strive to meet these expectations with a minimum of disruption. But if problems do occur and repairs or maintenance are necessary, Eastbourne Water operate a code of practice designed to help the public when dealing with the company and have guidelines relating to the services they provide. The company produce a range of helpful leaflets giving advice to all customers.
If a customer has any problems, they know that the office is here and they know that they can come in and talk to us about any of their problems, and we know that we'll be willing to help.
Eastbourne Water operates in many areas of natural beauty and are very aware of the need to maintain the balance between operational requirements and the effect on the environment, especially when it relates to conservation. Their reservoir at Arlington is a popular spot for anglers, birdwatchers and walkers alike, with most visitors unaware of the close proximity of the treatment works. Amenities Officer for Arlington, Michael Hart, is responsible for the day-to-day running of the fishery.
Fishing and birdwatching and a quiet country walk fit in with the environment and the site that we have here. We're open roughly 6.5 months for the trout fishing season, which normally starts late March and ends in September. But the site is open 365 days a year. It's open to the public, for the circular walk and for the bird watching. And during the winter months, we sometimes get as many visitors in the winter as we do in the summer. Even Christmas Day is one of our busiest days here, with people walking off their Christmas lunches.
Another example of the company's sensitivity to conservation can be found at Hazards Green in Ninfield. Water resources had to be extended to supply increasing demand in the developing towns of Bexhill and Battle, yet avoiding development impact to an area rich in architecture and history and extensively wooded and rural. A process was selected to augment existing river flows using groundwater resources, avoiding the disruption associated with mainlaying. The accompanying plant was housed in local-style timber buildings, away from the industrial appearance of typical water treatment installations, and blending in with the surrounding countryside. Future development plans involved the enlargement of the Darwell Reservoir at Robertsbridge, and full environmental assessments have been carried out for the scheme. All the proposed new buildings will be in sympathy with local styling to minimise the environmental impact. As we approach the 21st century, new technology, European directives and increased demand for supply will put upward pressure on the price of water. And Eastbourne Water Company are very conscious of ensuring that their customers get value for money and constantly strive to find new ways to reduce costs. And remember, British water is still one of the cheapest in Europe. Most households use an average of 60 gallons daily and pay less than 50 pence a day for that supply. Eastbourne Water Company's aim as a responsible and caring company is to provide the best possible quality of supply and service to their customers. They know how to look after and distribute your water, and in doing so, ensure that our most valuable resource will never be taken for granted.